So it is 5k race day. Last one pretty much a month ago, and we got 19:24, 19:21 on Strava, one or the other. Gonna go below that today, or hopefully anyway. I looked at my stats yesterday and it said I run 143k in a month all the way over, so we'll see how accurate that really is and see the work that we've been putting in, if it's any good. But go out and enjoy it. It's a different track to the last one. It's a lot flatter. It's likely good to see what we're doing, and it's pretty much like this with a lot more people. Joined by my mate Scotty. How you feeling, mate?
Good, mate.
All good?
Yeah. Let's get into it.
Getting into it, building into it, nice warm up. Dad's back there somewhere. I'm sure he'll enjoy that when he hears that on the video. And yeah, building into it, let's go. So that is race complete. I got 18:56, which is, my maths ain't good enough to work that out fast. But Sam, what did you get, lad?
17:20.
17:20, unbelievable. Dad?
21:20, sorry.
And Scotty?
19:53.
So we've all come to a brand new track, never raced it before, and all come away pretty happy. I'm over the moon with that. I think, like I said, 143k in a month, running wise, shows that it's paying off. So we'll take that, get back, recover, back in gym tomorrow. Let's go. Yes, team, good morning. It is the day after my 5k attempt, which I will happily take. You follow me on Strava, you'll know that my time and stuff. But yeah, 18:56, which is honestly something I never thought I'd be able to do. So it just shows just actually turning up and putting the work in does get you somewhere. So yeah, that's something I was really happy with, and everything felt good. My first K was 3:27, so I've actually like made, yeah, it's a record that I've done for myself in the first K. Never thought I could go out as hot as that. I thought going out at Hyrox and just dying on the first lap was bad enough, but doing that was something else. But I managed to hold on, and it just shows we're getting fitter, which I think's a massive thing. I think anyone who's watched the journey from day one up until now, you'll see the work that we're putting in, and it does pay off. So definitely doing that does mean something, and I think just turning up to the track and doing it on days that you don't want to do it does show as well. So that's always a good thing. Running yesterday though with the people that were there, so Tipton Harriers who put the event on. If you know you're running, you'll know that they're up there with with the best around here and stuff, especially in the Midlands and that. So it's yeah, absolutely amazing event as well. Definitely recommend if they do it next year, which I think they are going to. People go into that, and it'd be good to see as many of you there as possible if you can make it. That was that was really good, and obviously being around these elite runners who are. There's this one guy called Omar at the very front, and he ran a 14:02 5k. Like there's levels to this game, and I think it's learning that you've got to do so much to get around that. But yeah, pretty much really happy with what we did. Gonna go to the gym now and get a skiing and row session in, and then get that done, and then get back, and I think we've got weights tonight as well, and then pretty much chill out, and we'll go from there. So going into yesterday's run, I always put a lot of pressure on myself on these races, and I think when you know you're going for a PB or it's a race, like not that you should, but I do. So I say I should. I don't know how much sense that makes, but I feel like if you're gonna go to a race, you go to race, and especially what I'm trying to get out of training at the moment. Like I wanted to see the work that I've done in a month, how much time I could take off, and we did that. So 143k, like I said last night, is a mad amount, and I would never even thought I could do that. I never thought I had done that until I checked my Strava, and that's just another reason why you invest in these apps or whatever. I know it's free, but I think I got the pro version or whatever it's called. I accidentally signed up to it and then forgot to cancel it, which is one of the reasons. But in the end, I think I will just keep using it every year for that, because the detail it actually gives you and what you can go into. I think it's like £50, and like you can see your heart rate zones, you can see like all your timing, all your laps, everything, and obviously using Garmin Connect as well. Like that thing is a godsend. If you've got a Garmin, if you didn't know I wear a Garmin Fenix 8, 51mm, that's why it looks quite big, but it's a very, both those apps are very, very good, and I have took a lot of like research and data off of them to see like where I can improve and like where I struggle. So they've been really good for that. The guy yesterday got 14:02. It just shows like the the level of training of just being a runner. Like I weighed in at 86.6 yesterday, 86.6, 86.7 yesterday, and I've gone and run that time. Putting that together with my physique, I'll happily take. Whereas this guy is just an all-in-all-out runner. So it's finding that balance between being very good at running, but being being able to lift the weights, and that's why Hyrox is such a good sport, because you're able to find the balance between both, and that's what it's got to be about, really. So when I look at my program and I think, right, all my clients' programs, and I think, right, okay, so if they have, if they've got really good running times, then we'll work on their strength, because their strength might be lacking, or the other way around, and that's how you program to have a better plan going forward. You work on your weaknesses, and then you just topping up on your strengths. So that's basically what we've been doing in my planning and for my clients as well. But in this session today, we've got just a all-out ski and row session, no running or anything like that. My calf's a little bit tight, so I'm going to get in my recovery boots later and put my sleeves on just to chill out. But I'm going to hit uppers as well, and then obviously I should have a run tomorrow. But the session now is, I will run through it properly when I get to the gym. But basically just skiing and row and holding a pace for the whole time. Nothing silly. I think it's pretty much race pace for the time. I think it might only be 800 meters as well, so it's a little bit easier. But we'll see how I feel after that, because I'm sure I won't say it was easy. And it's really hot today as well. Like I'm literally sweating. I'm all in black. It's not very good. I'm all in black, so it's not very good. But we'll move on that. And then just in terms of everything else, I feel with these videos and showing you my day-to-day life, obviously you'd have known in 1 or 2 videos, maybe 3 videos ago, obviously we're building Hyrox clothing, and that merch is going to be coming out in autumn. But like with that, there comes the problems. So the supplier has had like an issue, so I've had to like delay my time with that as well. So my clients who have ordered their merch, that's going to be coming out on, they're going to get that they were meant to get that today, like it was meant to be finished today, but they're not going to get it finished till Wednesday. So I'm going to have to push that out then over Thursday, Friday, and get that to them ASAP. Obviously I hate having delays, but that's one of those things, and having a business and building a business, things are like that are going to happen, and it's just one of those things. And I'm just very grateful to all my clients that you're all you're very understanding. But yeah, so that's another thing that we've got to go over as well. But that'll be finished when it is. I can't wait to launch that properly to you guys who aren't clients as well. And obviously hoping to see as many of you in that, hopefully seeing you wear that at your Hyrox races or your other races on social media would be unbelievable. Yeah, that's pretty much what we've got going on at the moment. And then it's just some really exciting stuff that I'm just working on in the background, and I can't wait to bring it all to you. But yeah, we're going to head to the gym now, get this session done, and I'll catch you there when we get there. Let's get it. So the session today is 2k warm up on the row at 2:08 pace, so pretty simple. And then the main session is 1k at 1:53 pace per 500 meters, and then into ski at 1k at 1:56. Again, pretty much my race pace that I'm going to take into the season. I think might go a little bit faster. It just depends really on how we feel. Twice through, cool down 10-minute bike. So that is warm up done. 2k in, averaging 2:07 for the 500. So I'll take that down to the main session. It is absolutely roasting, and I'm sweating already. So it'll be interesting to see how how bad this session gets. Let's get it. K on the ski, a K on the row, 1:53 on the row, 1:56 on the ski. Comfortable. I'm sweating, but it's warm, but comfortable. 800 on the row now into 800 on the ski. Then it goes 6, then it goes 6 again, all the way through. But yeah, good session so far. 800 metres on the ski, 155 bang on the pace I need to be. Feeling strong on this at the moment, feeling good. Damper wise, I see some people that have it right up here. It's all about beating the fan. So I literally have it on between 4, 5 and 6. And I feel like I can hold that a lot better. So if you haven't tried that already, give that a go and see how you get on, because you'll actually be able to hold the pace a lot longer because you're not fighting the resistance doing that. First set done on that. 90 seconds rest into 1k, 800 and 600 on all of them again. Yeah, feeling strong. I absolutely love it with the weather like this. You can't complain, can you? I would literally wouldn't want to live anywhere else in the world when the UK is like this. It's a mad statement, I know. Well, that is a very good session to do. One that like you can maintain a heart rate and keep it the same, but then obviously the distances get shorter, but you're working harder for those times. So definitely recommend doing that. I'll drop it on the screen, give myself some space here. Just going over what that session is. But pretty much, if you can maintain your pacings on that, definitely recommend having a look at the damper settings. Go on to those, you can see here. On the road, literally on between 4 and 5. Now sometimes good to here as well. When I race, I'm probably about here. So I keep it there, and obviously in here, training wise, in and around there. As I get closer to race day, I'll obviously up that probably to just hold the pace I'd normally to hold the damper I'll race at. But being able to hold it at a lower resistance is good as well. So we'll take that. Yeah, in terms of that session, happy with everything and hit all my paces. So can't really complain. But the gym that I use is CrossFit White Forest, absolute mint gym, really good, loads of open space, and hopefully we'll have some cool bits coming as well with the gym. So keep an eye out for that, as it could be pretty interesting into the back end of the year. But yeah, really cool stuff at the moment. Wow, that was a hot session. I'm literally dripping, but gonna get back, get some food in, and then got some abs and stuff to do later on, and then just chill out. Let's go. The aim of the session now is basically just to hit uppers again. Legs are battering this week already. I think we're on 23 or 25k, and then obviously I've got 2 long runs over the weekend as well, so do a little bit of leg work, nothing too much at all, just to make sure that, you know, feeling bulletproof. Calf is a little bit tight, but it's loosened off today, which is a good thing. But in this session, I'm going to do pull-ups, some back work, and then get to push and some arms, as you can never miss that realistically. So do that, and then we'll put on from there. But yeah, realistically, just a flow session, get a pump on, leave some reps in reserve, as I'm finding I'm not touching injury if I'm leaving reps in reserve. I push myself to a maximum every time. I push myself to the max yesterday, so I don't need to do it today. And then we'll push on from there. I didn't realise this, well I did realise, but I did think about it. When I was playing triceps and stuff like that in push, how much it kills when you do your ski erg. Row is not too bad, but obviously training rear delts are killing in the row. So don't train back as much as I'm doing all that all the time. My triceps I've been putting into my sessions recently, and the ski erg today are absolutely in bits, just all the way through cramping. You know, like the 1Ks mostly, but like the 800s and 600s a little bit, like your arm starts to fatigue the more you do it. So if you're doing all those movements quite a bit, you probably don't need to hit triceps that much. Just find a balance, maybe like one, 2 times a week maximum. Probably 1 time is enough, to be fair. But yeah, it's I found that out the hard way today. So about 2-3 weeks ago, I had 9,000 meters on the rower, and I've literally ripped my hands to shreds. They've got a bit better since. Got here. The pain is just like it's gone through. My callus is even worse than they were before. So any bar work is pretty painful. But yeah, that's that. But we have to firm it on this now. As you've seen, shoulders, back, pretty much, and obviously started doing some dips. Because I'm putting the dips in there and my triceps on like extensions. That's where the pain is coming from in terms of just a bit of fatigue. But with this now, which obviously I want to build this up, but I feel like my low is starting to come in because I'm doing more dips. I'm going to focus more on Smith press, which you, as you boys know already, very weak on. So just going to push that as much as I can over the next few weeks really, and grow this upper chest as much as I can. And I might be kind of a bit happier with how the chest looks. But yeah, apart from that, that's what we've got now. One thing we haven't done for quite a while on the channel is just a physique update. Obviously, I'm 4 or 5, maybe 6 kg lighter than I was when I was in Manchester for one. The videos that I did on TikTok of me like, in my pro solo in Manchester, I don't even recognise myself. I look so heavy. I look so heavy when I'm running and stuff. I'm thinking, geez, if I look like that now, I'd be worried, because what I look like, how I feel like I can run now compared to how I know how I felt in that race is just totally different. And I think just dropping those, those extra kilograms that I didn't need, still tried to maintain as much muscle as possible, and then pretty much got faster. That's basically been the goal. I think we've done that, but we'll check the physique and we'll go from there. This is 86 kg down from 91. I like to think I've actually grown a bit of a chest now, which is good. I just overall look a bit more. Yeah, I'm always one with my body image. I always struggle quite a bit with it, so it's just trying to work out what works for me, when to eat in terms of carbs and stuff. I pretty much work around that. But I think we're getting leaner, which is the main thing. I think I probably want to be about 82 kg less than what we are now, but still try and hold on to this physique if possible. It's pretty much the goal. So if we can do that, I'll be happy. Here he is, putting in the miles.
No rest days, no rest days.
No days off?
No days off, mate.
How are you feeling?
That's why I'm an athlete and you're not.
Really? How far have you run?
Look at your mum's jeans.
How far did you run?
Just 5k, very slow.
Easy 5k? What
Yeah,
flush out from last night?
Very slow, mum's pace.
Mum's pace.
There we go, I'm done.
Finished. So then guys, that is a day of training. Obviously with my PB last night as well, which I'll happily take. I actually can't believe I can run a sub 19 minute 5k, which I never thought I could do. Like I said, I think it was earlier, weight wise probably like 83 would be my ideal weight, while maintaining muscle as much as I can. So we're still working towards that. I think I'm fluctuating between 86 and 87 at the moment, and then obviously we'll pull back as much as we need to. But yeah, I think the main thing as well is knowing that he's being realistic with time goals and stuff like this. Like, I'm obviously getting this thing because I'm putting so much work into running at the moment. It is going to plateau, and it's about making sure that I know when to change that up, when to do that. But that's why you invest in a coach, and that's why my coaching team are obviously one of the best. So I'm happy with that. And obviously the more I can progress, the more I'm going to keep improving, and going into next season as well, which I'm really excited for. I can then aim towards that 10k in Worcester now, so a totally different kind of race, and we'll push on from there. But that's not till September. But hopefully you've enjoyed this video and it gives you again an insight towards my training. I'm sure my season can go as best as it can. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next week. Let's go.